And welcome back to the drawing board. Once again, my name is Mark Saxton, and hey, it's Super Bowl weekend. This is what dreams are made of for gamblers, right? I mean, yeah, if your team's in it, good on ya. But for the rest of us, we're just enjoying the gamble and all the prop bets and all the different types of gambling we can do just on this event. But before that, cheers to the Saturday beers. I was unable to join you on our normal Friday night debauchery, but here I am on a Saturday, ready to rock and roll for you. Let's just jump into it. The Super Bowl just under 24 hours away, 23 hours and 29 minutes now away. Get into it quickly. Personally, I think the Seahawks are going to win this one. I am rooting for the Seahawks in this one as well. Well, let me rephrase that. I could care less who wins, but I am rooting for Sam Darnold. I think he deserves it. I think he's been shit on way too many times since he's joined the league. This is his opportunity to shut up the haters and to prove to not only everyone else but himself that he could do this. So I'm super rooting for him. Um, but also the Patriots offense has kind of been non-existent all postseason long. I think Seattle's going to come in with that momentum and going to shut them down. And listen, that New England defense has been great, but they're gonna if they're on the field all day, they're gonna get worn down. And I'm expecting Seattle to whoop their ass. Now you got some of the older cats, or not more the older generations, more than just one of them. Um, Kind of hating on New England just because they're there. 'Cause we had to live that shit year after year. The Patriots, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. So everybody's kind of hating on the Patriots over that. Listen, new era, new dynamic, whole new situation they got in New England. I don't hate the Patriots like I once did. I think Drake May getting to where he's at already is fantastic. Might be, like I said, like I've been saying all year, he might actually be that guy. Vrabel doing his thing, showing up, making a winner out of them, and that defense just being stout all year and something they can depend on all year. So a totally different dynamic, totally different outlook, and um, I think it's going to be a good game, but I don't think that defense will be able to hang on all day long, and I don't know if that offense will be up to snuff. So that being said, taking Seattle, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say 31-17. I think they win soundly. 31-17. I like that. Um, some of the prop bets. One of my favorite. I'm taking the Seahawks for obviously over 25 and a half points. I'm going to take New England for under 20 and a half points. Some of the other fun prop bets, right, is the coin toss, the opening coin toss. I'm taking tails. Will the Seahawks make a pass within the 1 yard line of the New England Patriots? I'm saying yes. I say they repeat history. I think that'll be fun. And all these prop bets you can't really parlay, so they're all. I'm not gonna go over what's gonna win out what. Go on. I use DraftKings if you like to use that. You can go on that. Another one is for the first drive of the game. I'm saying whoever has the first drive of the game is going to score some points, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. And then my last one uh, on that bet list or that bet slip is the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. That's really the majority of what's going on this weekend. The Olympics started yesterday. To be honest, to be completely honest, I have paid zero attention to anything else in the Olympics world other than hockey. I'm excited for the hockey team, the men's side. I know more about but Obviously, the red, white, and blue for the women, cheering them on just as hard. And something that I recently, in recent years, fell in love with: American curling. That sport is fucking exhilarating. Get on board. Um, get into some hockey, which my Red Wings looking good this year, dropping a couple, got their asses handed to them to Denver a few nights back. Not happy about that. And then the other night, absolutely getting hammered by the Mammoth. The Mammoths, the Mammoth. It's a plural, right? I mean, but they only have it listed as the Mammoth. That's, I guess, an argument for another day. Utah, figure it out. Figure it out. Let's go to standings. Um, the Red Wings dropped in the race there. They went from first to third. They've been bouncing around in and out of first place all year. Tampa Bay with 78 points. The Habs and the Wings tied at 72. Buffalo at 70. Boston at 69. Going to the Metropolitan, Carolina leading the pack 78 points. Pittsburgh 70. Islanders 69. And the Blue Jackets in Washington tied for 65 points, which is kind of crazy because, one, I didn't think the Blue Jackets would even be talked about, but two, I thought the Islanders would be running it for sure. Western Conference in the Central, surprise, surprise, and still in the best in the league. Colorado uh, taking it to them, 83 points. Minnesota 78, Dallas 77. Going to the Pacific, where the Golden Knights 68, Edmonton 64, Seattle 63, and also tied with Seattle's Anaheim. Ducks think they can play some hockey this year. So that'll be fun as we are going to the second half of the season. So it's going to start heating up. Love that. And a UFC fight night tonight. Love that. Love UFC. Last weekend, got to watch Volk do it once again on the decision. Um, I picked Volk. I picked Benoit Saint Denis. I picked Mauricio Rufi over Fasayev. I picked Teixeira over Tuivasa, which hurt my heart. And I also picked Killian. Forgive me, Killian. I'm always going to fuck your name up, but Killian beat Jamie Malarkey. So I was perfect last weekend, won $40 only because none of my methods were correct. Well, I had a couple of them, but it didn't matter. And I ran it as a parlay. Shame. But still 140. Good weekend. Tonight, however, fight night, Bautista and Vinicius Oliveira. There's only a couple here that I like. Obviously, I like Bautista over Vinicius. Um, I like Michael Olix. I always fuck his name. And Mark Andre Barrialt. That's going to be a good fight. Obviously, giving it to Michael. And then the other one that I really only paid attention to is Dustin Jacoby. I think he's going to take it to Julius Walker. So, plenty of good fights though. A lot of youngsters coming up. A lot of future fighters that I think are going to be really good. Maybe with a few shots at a few different big fights. Wouldn't say all of them have a shot at a title, but a few big events for a few of them. So keep an eye on that tonight, as February 21st. Excuse me, sorry, March 7th. The next UFC event, Holloway and Oliveira 2, where Charlie Olives comes back into the octagon with Max Holloway, arguably the best boxer in the league. So stay tuned for that. I'll be covering that. Love the UFC. Love that it's on Paramount. Hopefully they keep that going. But that will do it. Once again, I'm Mark Saxon. This is Back to the Drawing Board. Folks, Super Bowl weekend. Stay safe. Make good decisions. Make all the crazy decisions when it comes to gambling. Have some beers. Enjoy the friends and fam. Watch the big game. And you know what? As I always say, pour them back. You only live once.